Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're still joined by head men's basketball coach Ben Miller. Coach, Wednesday's contest against Francis Marion will mark the final regular season home game for your 6 seniors on the court: Rob Brown, Reggie Cobia, Cody Hughes, Ben Jacobs, James McGee, and Griffin Pittman, and one that is with you coaching on the bench in Mason Mullins. I wanted to give you a chance to talk about your senior class and the contributions they've made to your program.
Wow, it's such a special group. Wednesday's going to be an emotional day, but the good news is, and the thing that'll keep me from getting too emotional, is knowing that we have hopefully a lot of season left, and more days to practice and play and be around these guys, because I'm just enjoying every day. Starting with, you mentioned Mason Mullins, who's been now with us for 4 years as a student assistant, and watching his maturity has been special, because I just think he's got a very bright future in coaching. His father's a coach. He's been around the game. He's got a great passion for the game, and he contributes in so many ways and is really becoming like another assistant coach for us. Puts in a lot of hours with very, very little pay, and does so much for us, along with Courtney Pulley, who played for us, but had used his eligibility but has stayed on and helped out as an assistant. And his wisdom, and he leads in a lot of quiet ways. He's there to help in practice, and he may or may not get into coaching, but whatever he does, he's got a really bright future. Really proud of those two guys and their contributions. Rob Brown has been with us now. This is his 2nd year, and made the team as a walk-on. And he doesn't get in the games very often, but he's there. He's very athletic. He's from right up the road in Fayetteville, and he just contributes so much in practice. And it's really unusual to have guys like a guy like Rob that rarely gets in the games, but has a great attitude, cares about the team, works every bit as hard as the guys that are playing 20, 30 minutes a game, and is just as happy after wins as any of those guys. And that's really, really special. And then, Cody Hughes is a unique situation too. He was with us a couple of years ago and didn't do very well academically, and had a tough time getting out of bed and going to class. But he's been out in the working world now for a couple of years. I had a full-time job where he had to get up and be at work at 8 o'clock and had to pay all his own bills. And I think it was a real good learning and growing experience for Cody. And then he came to me and asked if he could have a chance to come back and finish his degree and use that last year eligibility. And we agreed to give him a chance. And it's a neat story, because he's, he went from being ineligible to being on the honor roll and making all A's and B's. When he came back, we didn't even have a locker left in the locker room. So he's got, we call it Cody's Corner. You come in our locker room, there's a little, just a Walmart shelving unit that Pop went and picked up for him, where he stores his shoes and stuff. But he didn't care. He's just so happy to be a part of the team and have a chance to come back and complete his degree. And he's fortunately making good progress there and helping so much on the court. James McGee has been with us now. This is his 5th year. And James is finishing his degree in broadcast journalism. And James has become an unbelievable leader for our team. He's like Rob, doesn't get a lot of time on the court in games, but he's a really good player, and he's become a real leader of what we call the scout team, who has to work and learn the other team's plays in preparation for the upcoming games. And he gets those guys ready every day, and our practices are so competitive, and that's an attribute. Guys like James do such a good job of challenging the guys that are getting a lot of minutes. Reggie Cobia, another 5th-year senior, who's been a unique player for us, just an unbelievable teammate. Whether he plays or not, he just has the best spirit about him and cares so much about his teammates, and has contributed a lot on the court. So I'm going to miss all these guys, but our 2 senior captains, Griffin Pittman and Ben Jacobs, they've been starters for us for pretty much most of their career, but even a guy like Ben is coming off the bench this year and is probably one of the best, if not the best, 6 men in the country. What he does and contributes to the team, and what Ben's done in the classroom. He's the top student athlete of all the men's basketball players in the Peach Belt. I think he's one of, if not the top students in the Honors College, and going to physical therapy school next year, and 1,000-point scorer. He's just done it all. But he and Griffin's our coach on the floor, and his leadership has gotten stronger and better every year. And this is his second year as a captain. And Griffin is literally like having an assistant coach on the floor, where he's always thinking ahead, thinking about what we need to do as a team. I consult with him on most major decisions about what we're doing as a team, basketball-wise, or him and Ben, whether we're going to go eat at McDonald's or Wendy's or wherever. Those little decisions like that, what color the uniforms are, but bigger decisions that involve personnel and strategy, team rules. Those guys are part of every decision we make. So when you have a group of seniors like that, it sure makes coaching a heck of a lot of fun, and I'm just enjoying every day.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach, so much for being on the show with us today. And we look forward to watching the team go further on in the Peach Belt Conference tournament, and then hopefully to the regional tournament.
Thanks, Jenna.
All right. We're going to take our next break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to head softball coach Brittany Bennett. So stay tuned.